Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to show how you go from hair looking like this to this with a bit more volume and obviously a lot smoother. So yeah, this is just going to be me showing you how to do that. This is currently like 3-day-old hair. We went out for a walk this morning, so I just kind of shoved it up in a bit of a messy bun. I'm going to show you how you can quickly make it look as though your hair has been nice, washed and cleaned and really beautiful and volumised, even if you don't have a lot of time to do that. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. So the first thing I want to start by doing is taking my hair out of the bun that it's in now. So like that. So obviously it's not looking too great. It's been tied up probably for about 4 hours or something. So, and then I had it plaited last night when I was asleep. So there's not that much wave left in it, but it's obviously looking a little bit greasy at the top. So before I go ahead and brush it and everything, I'm going to actually spray it with some dry shampoo all throughout my head, and you want to kind of focus this in the roots. I use the Batiste dry shampoo, and this is really good for giving your hair a little bit of volume as well when it's greasy if you focus it right in there. So that's what I'm going to do. I have the blush one of this. They do loads of different ones. And focus it around the front of my hairline first, because it's alright doing it down the side, but if you don't get the front and you do like flip your hair over, it doesn't look nice. So now I'm just going to start to like rub this in a little bit to my roots, and then what this will do is show you where you need a little bit more or a little bit less, because this product does kind of spread through your hair a little bit. So as you can see, it's giving me a little bit of lift as well at the roots, which is good. You want to make sure that you get the back of your crown, so I'm just going to do that. That tends to actually be an area that people miss if they are doing like dry shampoo and stuff, because what they tend to do is do all the front and then think, oh, that's alright, and just spritz the back a little bit. But if you don't get it, then that obviously gives it away that your hair is a little bit greasy. Right, so we're just going to brush this out now. I'm just using a paddle brush and I'm just starting at the ends. I'm just bringing it up. And I do have blonde hair, but I have a bit of my natural root showing, and it doesn't leave a white cast, which is really good, because I've tried some other dry shampoos and they can kind of give you a bit of a white cast, which isn't really nice. Well, I don't think it's nice anyway, especially not if you've got darker hair. So now all I'm doing is popping it into my parting that it's normally in, and making sure all of the dry shampoo is combed through. And as you can see, that instantly looks a lot better. It doesn't look as greasy anymore, and if I just kind of plump up the roots a little bit, it gives you a little bit more volume. So I have obviously had my hair tied up. It is very fluffy. It's got like a couple of different kinks in it from it being up. So for the most part, I'm going to straighten it through and then kind of do a bit of a half up, half down kind of style. So it's perfect for if you were going out or whatever. So I'm just going to run the straighteners over it now. And to do this, I'm just using my Cloud 9 straighteners. So I'm just sectioning the bottom section of my hair out, and we're just going to give it a little straighten through. what I'll do is I'll straighten all the back section and stuff. I'm just doing that straight down, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do to the front to give it kind of a little bit more shape and a bit more volume. When it comes to the end, you just want to kind of turn your straightener just a little tiny bit. It just makes your ends look a little bit smoother. I'm not taking super fine sections just because it's just a case of getting some of the fluffiness out. That's all. So with these like front sections here, because I do have my side bits slightly shaped, so it does kind of curve around my face. So when you're straightening this, I'm just taking this section, giving it a bit of a comb, and then take your straightener and do it straight, but then ever so slightly just curve it in a little bit, and it just kind of comes around your face a little bit more, which is a lot nicer. Do the same on this side. And then just give it another brush through to make sure it's all nice and straight and we've not got any kinks or anything in it. Right, and then also with dry shampoo, it can kind of make your hair look a little bit dull. That is the only downside. It does give you some great volume, but it does make it look a little bit dull. So a good tip to kind of avoid that is I will then take some like serum. This is the Matrix Exquisite Oil Biolage one. This is just like an oil, and I'm just taking like one pump to begin with, rubbing it in my fingers like so. I'm not doing it in my hands, I'm doing it in my fingers because I'm literally just going to be combing it through the ends of my hair, and it adds a lot more shine back into the hair as well. And you're probably thinking, well, why are you doing this if you've just like put dry shampoo in it to make it look less? I'm not focusing it, I'm not putting it anywhere near my roots. So now I'm taking another pump for the other side. This is good for your hair as well because it gives it a little bit of moisture as well, because obviously it's not been washed for a few days. Sometimes it can lack a little bit of moisture. Well, mine certainly does. It starts to feel a little bit on the drier side. This just adds a lot more nourishment into those ends. So now if you want aid to kind of keep it down and you didn't want to tie it up or anything, I like to then do with my hair, because my parting's on this side, I'll kind of like chuck it over a little bit, and it gives it a lot more volume like this, which I really like this kind of the way that my hair looks when it looks like this, especially because when it's freshly washed, it's actually harder for me to do this, because this bit just winds up falling down, or it winds up splitting, but I actually don't want to dry it in this parting, because then it doesn't seem to get as much volume in my hair, just because it doesn't hold it that great. So I love to wear this kind of style, like if it's like second, third or even fourth day hair, I really like it looking like this. Or another tip, if you put it back into the parting, if you don't have a parting, then it doesn't matter. So you can take the kind of front sections of your hair and kind of bring them around. I do this quite a lot because your volume can kind of stay, and you can make it look a little bit messy as well. But I'm not making it look too perfect. So then you can just kind of like pin it there, and then pin these little side bits back if you wanted. Then if you wanted something different, you could just kind of like take one side piece like this in like a sweeping motion, and just kind of like have it clipped there, which looks really nice as well. And then you can kind of like hairspray that into position. There's lots of alternative choices if you wanted to keep it straight, or you could even curl it from the method of just dry shampooing it. But for me, I don't like to then curl when it's got dry shampoo in it, just because it does kind of dry it a little bit. No. Today I just didn't fancy having it curled because it is quite windy outside, and normally my hair doesn't last in curls that great. It's not too bad if I'm just you know, just like not really doing anything or anything like that, but when it's really windy outside and I'm going out, it literally just, the curls just drop out and it's like pointless. Whereas this, with it being straight and it's got in the serum on, it'll stay nice and smooth, and also it gives you that bit of added volume at the roots, which I really like. So yeah, this is how you can make your hair look as though you've just washed and dried it, and give it a nice blow dry and some added shine, even when it definitely needs washing. So it's just a little tip. If you have enjoyed this video, then please give it a big thumbs up, and also hit that subscribe button down below, and I will catch you in my next one. Alright, bye guys.